Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you are doing well, and today I've got some more Zumoners TCG to unbox. Well, partially unbox at any rate. See, I got both of the starter decks, and one of them is in its box. The other one I went for the budget option, so it doesn't have a box, but still wanted to get both of them to show them off, maybe pit them against each other. And so the first thing I want to do is take a look at the Fire starter deck. Now, each of the starter decks includes 10 exclusive cards to each of them, so as well as an exclusive leader. So the Fire starter deck has the Pirate Captain, which states that before the game begins, you get to turn 2 cards from your deck into shields. So you get to look through your deck, choose any 2 cards you want to put into your shields, and then you can guarantee some of the thing will be in your shields. As for the actual cards in the deck itself, you got some Lava Piranhas, which is a basic 1-cost creature. A couple copies of Lava Lake, which is a field spell card, which can increase all the power of your fire-type fish creatures by 1, and it allows you to turn any of those creatures face down at the end of your turn. You got a couple copies of Lava Shark. I think this was in the base set, but I think it was in the base, the original set, but Lava Hammerhead. If this creature battles a defender, you just destroy that defender. It's a 5/2 for 2. Pretty good stat line there. Lava Whale Shark. This is, I believe, the only ultra rare in the deck. 8 attack, 5 defense, and when this card is turned face up, you get to destroy a creature on the field. So you can pair that with your Lava Lake to turn it face down. And then you get to turn it, and then when you turn it back up, you get to destroy something, which is a pretty nice thing to have. A couple copies of Flametail Wolf. This is a basic 3/2 for 1. You got Repeat Parrot to go with our Pirate Captain. Not the most impressive stat line for a 1-cost, but it has an ability that states when you activate a coin flip ability, you get to repeat it an additional time. Fortunately, there is one coin flip ability, and that is Gold Coin. This is a free item card that states you get to flip a coin, and if you win the flip, you get to draw a card. So, kind of a nice little draw piece to go into your deck, and being colorless, it can go into anything. You got another interesting card in Food Chain, which costs 1 and is a spell that destroys a creature you control to free play a creature with the same subtype from your hand, which is a very interesting little card. You could potentially cheat something out that's bigger. You also get a Salamander, 1 copy of that. A couple copies of Fire Spirit, a creature with no stats for 0 cost. A couple copies of Fire Ant. 3 copies of Burn, which is an equipment that you can attach to your fire creatures to make them a bit more powerful or reduce the defense of an opposing creature. It's pretty nice and versatile there. 1 copy of Meditation to just get your energy faster. 3 enhanced fins. There's a lot of fish creatures in this deck, so this can increase their power by 2 when you attach to them. Final thing is a copy of Fireball to destroy one of your opponent's shields. Would have liked to see destruction in here, but what can you do? You also get a little cutout token sheet for your energies, so you can cut out these to use in place of the energy cards if you want to, which is kind of nice. And that's the Fire starter deck, and I want to take a look at the Water one. This one I did get the box for, so take a look at it. It shows you the little moth guy. It's the Frost Forest starter deck. Got the little name of the game at the top. Little space where you can write your name on the side. On the other side is the name of the channel, the little water energy symbol. And on the back it has, I think, the field card that comes in it. Enter the world of Zumoners TCG and freeze your opponent with the arthropods in the Frost Forest. In this deck, you get to find everything you need for a game of Zumoners, including a deck of 34 cards, 1 leader, and an energy cutout card. So let's take a look at these cards, shall we? If I can get them out without destroying the box. think I got it. There's a little something extra in here too. If I can, I don't want to do that real quick. Sorry for the brief pause there. I had to take a minute to get the deck out of its box. I didn't really want to destroy it. I think it's mostly intact though. But part of the reason, you also get a little rule book that comes with the starter deck if you buy the in-box version. It's a nice little full color rule book that tells you just about everything you want to know. Has a little field diagram. Go through the steps. Little diagrams for how you attack, how you position cards, how you play cards, as well as a little table of contents on the back. Pretty nice. Though if you get the one that comes without the box, you do get a version that you get a printable version that you can download if you decide to get the one that doesn't come in the box, the budget version of the starter deck. Moving on to the actual water deck itself, you get 3 copies of Frost Larva, 1 for 1 that states at the start of your turn, you can convert this creature to free play a Frost Cocoon from your hand or deck. So, we might see that coming up, but you can just convert this to free play something is always pretty nice to have. Flowing Draw, which is a very powerful card, 2 costs to draw 2 cards. Very nice inclusion in the deck. Couple copies of Frost Forest, which increases the defense of your water type arthropod creatures by 1. It also has a cost play ability where you can add 1 water type arthropod creature from your deck to your hand. You got an Icicle Fish, which can attack your opponent's shields. It's a 2 cost 5/2, pretty nice. An Energy Shield, which blocks an attack. Very nice to have. Couple copies of Frost Cocoon, 0 attack, 5 defense, but costs 2, and at the start of your turn, you can convert this creature to free play a Frost Moth from your hand or deck. If this card was free played by the ability of Frost Larva, you can add a Freeze from your deck to your hand. Freeze being a equipment card that you can use that's for the water type. This is not that card, but you got Enhanced Mandibles, which is an attachment card, which you can attach to an arthropod to increase its power by 2. Once again, you've got another energy sheet, this time for the water types. And we got the Frost Moth as well, 3 costs for a 7/3, which states the cost of freeze is reduced to 0. If this creature was free played by the ability of Frost Cocoon, you can add up to 3 freeze from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So this can be a nice bit of recursion to get those freeze cards back for you. Up next is Metamorphosis, a 1 cost that states you can convert an evolving creature you control to free play a creature named on the converted creature. This is treated as if it was played by the converted creature's ability, so this is another way to cheat out more of those arthropods if you want to. Couple copies of Tail Wolf. It's a counterpart to the fire type version. Same stat line, same cost, same everything. It's pretty nice. 3 copies of Rain Darner. No ability, but it's a nice little 1-drop. Here's Freeze, which is the main card that the deck revolves around. It's a 1-cost attachment that states the attached creature turns into a defender and can't change positions. So, against decks with low defense especially, this can be useful to make it easier to attack over your opponents. And we've got the Frost Moth to get these back, as well as other ways to be able to cheat these cards into play, which is pretty nice. 3 copies of Sea Snail. 1 cost 1/3, no ability, but it's still a nice defensive card. 3 copies of Split Slime, which is a 0/1 for 1. It's not quite an exclusive card, but it does have exclusive artwork of sorts. I think the original version's green, but this version is blue to match the whole water type. And when it's destroyed, you get to free play up to 2 copies of this card from your deck or hand. So, nice little card. Also got the leader, the Frost Elf, which states that creatures with freeze attached lose 1 defense. So Another way to get some more mileage out of those freeze cards. Final cards in here, we've got 2 copies of Teardrop Fish, 3-1 for 1. And Ice Mantis, which is a 3-0 for 1, which states the creature can attack twice per turn. It's a pretty nice little card. And that about rounds up for the starter decks for Zumoners TCG. Thank you very much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to sleeve these decks up and pit them against each other. I might end up doing that anyway, but I like to hear what you guys have to say too. But in the meantime, I'll see you in my next video, and take care.